What's up, YouTube? This is Mike with Priceful, and yes, I know this is a long video, but wait 1 second because I have a TLDW section, or too long didn't watch, right up front, showing you everything you need to see, and then if you want to watch the whole rest of the thing later, you can go ahead and do so. But yes, this is my Giant Sports Giant Keto BHB salt supplement review. And what you're going to see in this whole video is the whole progression of me learning about the keto diet, learning how to get into ketosis, and learning about the BHB salt supplements and how to test for ketosis and everything. Now in the beginning, I'm going to be using the keto sticks here, a urine-based test to test if I'm in ketosis or not. But thanks to the feedback we had on Facebook, everyone said, no, you gotta do the blood ketone testing. So I paused the whole thing, got back out of ketosis, and went and got the equipment to do the blood tests, which are far more accurate. And then I went ahead and restarted it, and basically the results are the same. And so you're gonna see me start by not being in ketosis. I do a whole bunch of carbs. I'm not in ketosis. I drink some of this, and then I urine out the test strips, and I definitely do show the right color. However, the question is, am I in ketosis or am I really in ketosis at that point? And so after that, you're gonna see me do some fasted cardio. You're not gonna see me, but I'm gonna do some fasted cardio. I really don't like doing fasted cardio, especially with no carbs, when I'm swimming, because I don't like bonking in the water. It usually happens around 45 minutes in or so. And thankfully, it doesn't happen if I have this stuff in me. And I've done it many times. I absolutely love it. However, I of course then had to restart the whole experiment, and we started doing it with blood glucose and blood ketone tests. So you're gonna see me start over, and I start when I'm transitioning back into ketosis. I'm at 0.2. Now you want to be at 0.5 or greater to be in ketosis, but really you want to be over 1.0. So I'm at 0.2. I hadn't had carbs for a while. I'm kind of a mess, and I take the Giant Keto. And immediately with the blood test, you're gonna see me go up to 0.6 with it. So it puts me into a minor state of ketosis. It works. And then after that, you're gonna see me do a little bit more fasted cardio. But then what's even cooler is that I'm going to finally get into a state of ketosis, and then I'm gonna throw it all away with 75 grams of carbohydrates. Or am I? Because it's possible that the BHB salt supplements can actually rescue you from falling out of ketosis if you cheat and have too many carbs. So just watch what happens. It's kind of funny because my blood sugar goes crazy high, and then we see if this can make the save. Overall, I'm very happy with this. I think there's something really great to be said about this, but I'd like you to watch the video and see for yourself, because I do have the urine test, but now I also have the blood test to prove it as well. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you. I am absolutely, definitely, most positively not in ketosis. All right, the unboxing of Giant Keto. There we go. This is a 28.1 gram scoop right there. Very foamy. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, okay, the foam's gone down immediately. That's kind of cool. Cool. Oh, I like that. Tastes like what you'd expect from a stevia sweetened drink. It's a little bit tart. If they hit the raspberry lemonade, it kind of tastes like all the raspberry lemonade pre-workouts out there, especially there's a couple natural ones out there. It's actually better than some of those. 13, 14, 15, right there. Okay, so to me, it looks like I'm slightly less than 1.5 wow. Okay, so I am clearly per this in ketosis. The question is whether or not I'm in ketosis. 14, 15. Okay, so I think I'm a little bit less than I was. So I think technically I might be slightly still in ketosis. I think I lost a little bit. 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I got pretty much nothing, maybe traces, but it's less than traces. So I am no longer in ketosis. All right, time for me to get my suit on. Woo! All right, it's a beautiful morning here in Texas. Here's the story. That was a really good swim, given that it was at like 5:30 a.m. No crash, no bonk, and I've only been running on 12 carbs in the last 12 hours. Blood glucose at 80. Kept it very high in fat, 0.2. Well, I'm in no man's land right now, so I have like no carbs in me and no ketones in me. At this point, what I think I want to do is try out a full scoop of Giant Keto. Not sure what should happen here. Maybe go down a little bit. 94 went up a little bit. I think it's just fluctuating over over time because I've seen both happen before and after. Now let's see what the ketones are. This is the moment of truth. 0.6, much better. Blood sugar is 78 because I really want to see if this can make the save. Whoa, 1.1. I've never had anything even remotely close to that. Wow, okay, I'm in ketosis. This is awesome. I'm kind of worried. I mean, what I'm doing is this is a total keto diet sin. And I'm not like one of you people who have been keto dieting for years, but this is just wrong. 185 Redcon 1 MRE bringing in the blood sugar. That's cool. I haven't ever seen it that high, but I've only been doing this, like trying to keep it low. So that's funny to me. Come on now. 1.4. I don't know what's going on right now, to be honest. That there is my giant keto, 1 scoop, another 14 grams of BHB salts pretty much. All right, last test after the giant keto, which I took 45 minutes ago. I'm back. Here's a story. I've been bouncing off the walls. The carbs and BHB together, like holy crap. If you want a stim-free pre-workout, this is something. Oh wow, holy crap. All right, I'm back to almost normal there. Maybe the giant keto is really doing it. A lot of people are non-believers. I am no longer one of them. Obviously, very low carb beforehand, but I'm sold on this in terms of certain demographics taking this. Oh, I'm down to 0.7. All right. We're gonna have to keep doing this test. I'm gonna come back later on in the day without eating any more carbs, no more giant keto, just get back to normal and see where I'm at. I'm definitely fluctuating. I'm still technically in ketosis, and technically I'm still in save mode. It's been 7.5 hours since the whole Redcon 1 MRE blood sugar spike. So we ended up at like 106 maybe. I haven't had many carbs since then. But 82. All right, I'm like back to normal here with the blood sugar. Now, where does the keto end up? Did this ultimately save me? Am I going to go into the night and into bed in ketosis? Or did that Redcon 1 MRE screw me up? I'm thinking I'll be above 0.5. We will see. 0.9. All right. Wow. All right. Overall, phenomenal review. I'm blown away. And now we're going to have to test all the competitor supplements, even the ones with closed formulas, to see if they stack up. But right now, this is the biggest formula. This is the best deal. And I'm absolutely sold. So bring on the hate. I'm going to keep doing this, and we're going to have some fun with overall for the people who want to be looking into these keto supplements. And the Giant Sports currently has what I think is the best value and the most loaded one there is, without a doubt. If you want to be looking at these keto supplements, I think you're better off if you're in one of those three situations where you're like low carb, keto, paleo, want to have a good workout, or you're doing crazy long workouts. But yeah, for the regular Joe who's eating like his 200 grams of carbs a day, I think your body's going to prefer the carbs even if you drank the ketos. So there's a limited niche for this, but for those who are in that low carb mode, I couldn't say enough good things about it.
Welcome to PricePlow.
What's up, YouTube? This is Mike with PricePlow.com, and look what I got here today. Giant Sports' Giant Keto, which is a BHB salt supplement meant for keto dieters and people who are looking to get into keto, and maybe even other athletes who just want some performance enhancement. So we posted on Facebook, after we posted a blog post, which I'll link you to, we posted about this on Facebook, and everyone got involved. A bunch of industry heavy hitters, people who are in the keto market started commenting, fireworks are flying. It was really fun. And I was like, all right, well, obviously I got to take this stuff and do a review here. And so what I'm doing is I'm doing a whole series of supplements, and this is going to be the first one, since this is the one that kicked off that discussion. And what I'm going to do, I am not right now going to tell you, I am not in ketosis. I am not keto adapted. I'm typically a lower carb kind of guy, and I actually do really well with low carb diets. However, I do like to train with carbohydrates, especially when swimming, because there ain't nothing worse than bonking in the water, especially when you're in a long pool or in the ocean or in the deep end or anything like that. Not fun, kind of scary. But what I'm hoping is that this might be able to pull me out of that kind of tailspin. So I'm going to do a review here, and there's going to be kind of like 3 different phases to this review. And so first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a standardized portion of carbohydrates, 75 grams of carbs. That's going to come from MRE from Redcon 1, because I know that I can get 75 grams of carbohydrates out of this. And it comes with 47 grams of protein. We did a video on it, but the point is we're going to do this across all the different competing keto supplements. So I want to have something kind of standardized here. And so after that, I'm gonna pee on a keto strip, and I'm definitely not gonna be in ketosis then. I'll have just taken 75 grams of carbohydrates. So I'm gonna eat the Redcon 1 MRE and then wait 45 minutes or so. Then I'm gonna pee on the keto strip, almost definitely not be in ketosis, of course. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these. So I'll come back and I'm gonna take these. And what we're gonna see is we're gonna wait another 60 minutes, and then I'm gonna do another urine test. And then we'll see if it's put me in instant ketosis even after eating a carb heavy meal. Now that does two things for us. First off, it shows that it could be easier to get keto adapted for someone who's new to the keto diet. And so that's an exciting thing, because people who are transitioning into the keto diet, it usually takes like 3 or more days to kind of get through the haze, and you get this keto flu. And so a lot of people who, if you have the budget, you don't need to do this, obviously, you can kind of stick it out for the 3 days. But if this can get you into ketosis in an hour and you can stay there, then that's a huge lifesaver for people who are just like having problems bouncing in and out of the out of ketosis. Now, the second thing is, like I kind of alluded to, I'm going to be doing fasted cardio training with this. So about 15 minutes before I get into the water, I'm going to take a full serving of this, and that'll be the second part of the review. And that's going to help me determine whether or not, I've been swimming long enough where I know when something is affecting me or not. This is kind of what I do. And so I'm going to see when my normal bonk time is around 40 to 45 minutes. We're going to see if I can power through and get past that main set, and if it's going to help me out or not, or if I am going to crash, because I do not like swimming fasted. I'll just tell you that much. So we'll see if this can help me out. And so a lot of people, even if they're not fasted, are kind of using these for those endurance events, so that when they run out of local carbs, they can drink some of this, and like a triathlete or marathoner, and it gives them a little bit of extra anti-fatigue fighting stuff. And there's actually some fatigue fighting ingredients in here as well, which we kind of discussed in the blog post. And then finally, this can be used to kind of help pull you out of the funk if you have a bad day. If you are a keto dieter, but you had a bad day, too many carbs slipped in, or you screwed up or whatever, it could possibly do what I'm going to do right here with this Redcon 1 MRE is, hey, I screwed up, I took too many carbs, get me back into ketosis without having to go up and down out of the whole 3-day thing. And so it's like kind of a bad punishment when people fall off the keto diet. It's that 3-day punishment that scares them, and they kind of fall off the wagon forever. This might be kind of the ass saver that helps you out there. And so in this supplement, what we have is a fully open formula. Giant Sports is going pure, fully NutraBio style open formula, where you have 14.6 grams of beta hydroxybutyrate, and we know that they're from Go BHB by Compound Solutions. And so they have 7.93 grams of the calcium one. Sodium BHB, they have 5.67 grams, and the magnesium BHB, 1 gram. And so after that, though, you're getting some fatigue-fighting L-Aspartic acid. In addition, L-Carnitine, L-Tartrate, which is great for recovery and androgenic potential there. And then we have 0.55 grams of natural flavors, 0.4 grams of stevia, so you know exactly what you're getting with this product. The red beet juice powder, I assume for color. And then finally selenium, because a lot of keto dieters are actually low in selenium, and that can cause all sorts of thyroid issues. And so there's a lot of questions as to whether this product itself will help you lose weight or burn fat. The answer is probably not, maybe. But maybe. And so we're not really claiming that. What we're trying to see here is if this can actually put me into ketosis faster, so I can be in that fat burning state, and will it stay there? So I'm going to try to stay low carb all the way through tomorrow morning through that fasted cardio training. And so in order to do that, I want to see if I bounce back out of ketosis, but I'm going to stay low carb. So we'll see if this is just a temporary thing, because one of the Facebook commenters called it Ketosis. And so, am I just going to be, passing these ketones, or am I going to stay in ketosis? So I'm going to do a little bit of a test later on. I want to see how my energy levels operate, and that should be about it. So that's kind of the background of the product and the beginning of this test. So I'm going to take this MRE right now, come back at you with a 45-minute breakdown on where my pee strip ends up, and it's probably going to be nowhere, and then we're going to take this. So I'll be right back, and we'll do the taste test. It is 2:36 p.m. Just finished my Redcon 1 MRE. That was 75 grams of carbohydrates. I'll be back in 45 minutes, and I forgot to say that I'm going to take the ketones. I'm going to test it an hour later, and then I'm going to go train. I want to see if I feel anything crazy when I'm training with this as well. And so next step coming up in a little bit. All right, it's been 45 minutes and I guess it's come to this. We're doing a YouTube review in the bathroom. I've already taken my urine sample, just so you know. I went once kind of shortly after I drank the MRE and then just got another one. So kind of got the old stuff out and we are going to do the keto test right now. I have keto sticks from Bayer, possibly one of the most evil companies in the world, but I guess we support them today. And I have one already out. So what we got to do is put it in my cup of urine, which I'm not going to show you, and then we will wait 15 seconds, and then we will compare to the numbers we have here and see, and I should be in the not keto area right over here. So, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 right now. And that is what it looks like. I am absolutely, definitely, most positively not in ketosis. All right, the unboxing of Giant Keto. I have with me some ice cold water, a couple ice cubes just melting down. And they say use a 1 level scoop in 12 to 16 ounces. Hey, guess what? I got a new food scale. I'm gonna pause this real quick. So I'm expecting 1 scoop to weigh 28 grams on the dot. Now, I've never taken, oh, it's a big scoop. As expected, it's 28 grams. It's like a scoop of protein. I wasn't even thinking like that. Now what I hear, this is my first time taking a BHB salt supplement. And so Giant Sports gets to go first. They're the one that started this whole mess on our Facebook page. And so I've never taken one of these, but from what I read, they are salty. There is a lot of sodium in here. And so let's see if I get any bitter beer face here. That look about level. Whoa, that's a heavy scoop. That's 32.4 grams. Let me see if you can see that. Boom. Okay, so it's a little bit of a heaping scoop I did there. I thought it was level. It's not. So I want to be precise with this. There we go. This is a 28.1 gram scoop right there. And it's a little bit heaping on one side and a little bit under on the other. So I think it's a slightly light scoop. Anyway, the reason that's important to know is so that we don't waste our money here. And I want to have I want to get exactly what, as they say on this label, it says you're going to get 11.7 grams of BHB. So I want to be exactly identical. Got my water. Let's see how this dissolves here. Get in there. It's kind of sitting on top. And they say if it doesn't dissolve perfectly, then shake it vigorously for 5 to 10 seconds. If it doesn't dissolve doesn't dissolve properly the first time, let it sit for 30 seconds. If I have to do that to you, I'll edit this out. Very foamy. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, and I see some stuff floating around there. You can see they got some of that red beetroot color. The foam's going down pretty good. So let's see how this tastes. Oh yeah, I'm excited. I should, was this supposed to be raspberry lemonade? It kind of smells like that. Yeah, okay, the foam's gone down immediately. That's kind of cool. Cool. Oh, I like that. It's a tart. Tastes like a tart, kind of tastes like what you'd expect from a stevia sweetened drink. It's a little bit tart. If they hit the raspberry lemonade, it kind of tastes like all the raspberry lemonade pre-workouts out there, especially there's a couple natural ones out there. It's actually better than some of those. I expected this to be way worse. This will be an enjoyable drink. Really good aftertaste. Hit me right at the end of that sentence too. So, okay, no problem drinking this. So I'm going to slam this down, and then we're going to wait a little bit, and we are going to record my urine ketone levels right after that, and then we're going to go train. And so it's going to start off with a run, and then I'm going to do deadlifts and stuff. But it's really, what I'm interested in seeing is, do I stay in ketosis if I keep it low carb after this? I've already had plenty of carbs a day. And then, is this stuff going to help me train and swim fasted cardio for more than 45 minutes? That is my big question, and that actually comes tomorrow. But so far, I'm liking the taste of this, and I expected way worse. So whoever said this stuff tastes salty, maybe the other products do, but this one tastes actually really good. Boom. All right, we'll be back. All right, we're back. It's been 1 hour on the dot. And so took it, finished the drink, really easy to finish, tasted way better than I expected, as you saw. So let's have at it and compare to, let me sure, yeah, compare my stick to this. Let's go. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right there. Okay, so to me, it looks like I'm slightly less than 1.5 per the, wow. Okay, so ketosis is somewhere between 0.5 and going up. Like you're in danger if it's this dark and everything. That's a like ketoacidosis or whatever. They talk about that in Dr. House all the time. Anyway, I am clearly, per this, in ketosis. The question is whether or not I'm in ketosis, and is this going to last if I stay low carb? Like, did it just transition to me to ketosis forever if I were to stay low carb, or is it, possibly just going to, is it going to fade away after I've gone and burned through these exogenous ketones? Am I going to be producing my own at this point, endogenous? And so that's some of the questions, but this is super cool. That did not happen an hour ago. And I took those 75 grams of carbs. I did use the restroom 40 minutes after I went to the bathroom. Or I went to the bathroom 40 minutes after I drank it all. And so everything that you just saw in this pee cup is fresh. And so that's all been within the last 20 minutes, filled up my bladder. So it went through my blood. It's now going through my bladder. I've been very energetic. I definitely want to get training. I do have a little bit of caffeine in me that I took way earlier, but so that could be confounding, but I need to get training right now. Now, one thing is I was writing the blog post that is to accompany this kind of supplement series. And at one point, it's hard to explain. I'd like to know if anyone else ever has this, but it was actually 33 minutes after I took the supplement. My brain, I felt a flip. I swear to you, I felt something because I was sitting there typing and I had I lost all words, and then boom, everything came flowing back and I just started pounding away at the keyboard. And it was like a really, really crazy experience where I was like, something just happened. I don't know what that was. But, usually I'm just plodding along. It was just like, I don't know. There was a click. It was weird. And so after that, I've been fine ever since. But I lost my words and I was just typing, kind of had a brain fart is what it felt like. Yeah, I guess that's a better word for it. And then boom, I was like something happened. So I'd like to know if anyone else using these ever feels that. Other than that, it's time to train, and then I got softball almost immediately after that. I'm gonna eat a bunch of meat, and then we're gonna see if I stayed in ketosis or is it ketosis. All right, Mike with Price Pal. We'll continue this supplement series, but so far, Giant Keto is legit working. So we'll find out if it stays working. All right, folks, it's 10:30 p.m. It's been 8 hours since I originally took the BHB salts, Giant Keto here, and I've played a softball game, just got back from that. We won an extra innings, it was awesome. So anyway, I've only eaten, and I was running pretty high in calories, and then due to the whole game, the driving there and everything, I've only eaten 4 ounces of chicken and 40 grams of avocado since then. So basically, it's been 8 hours. I'm curious to know if I'm still technically in ketosis per this stick. So let's do it. I got a fresh cup of pee here. So 10:30 p.m. Let's dip it and give it 15 seconds and see if it's still going or if I was just in temporary ketosis then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so I think I'm a little bit less than I was before. I'm going to have to take some screenshots. It looks like I was between the 0.5 and the 1.5. So I think technically I might be slightly still in ketosis. I think I lost a little bit. Maybe it was some of that chicken. Maybe I just needed Maybe I'm just not fully adapted. It's not instant. It doesn't stay with you fully, but it's definitely more than I was before. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some screenshots and try to compare the colors and everything. But it looked like, yeah, this is kind of burnt out at this point. But I think it looked like I was between 0.5, which is the technical beginning of ketosis. I was darker than that, but I wasn't close to 1.5 like it was the first time. So 8 hours later, I'm still in some form of moderate ketosis. I am going to eat a lettuce wrap burger now, and then I'm going to wake up fasted and get some training in. And so we'll see how the performance of it works. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with the fact that just taking one dose has kept me at this. By the way, I had like no carbs or anything during the game. I had zero crash. Focus was good. Everything, I just feel normal and good. I really am a better at low carbing, so I have a feeling I'm going to like this. Anyway, I got a cup of pita flush, and we'll be back early in the morning for fasted cardio with the BHB salts 15 minutes prior. See ya. All right, folks, it is about 5:10 a.m. I'm going to be swimming at 5:30, so I need to take the giant keto in 5 minutes. Getting going here. So we need to do a test on about 17 hours later. Here we are. Let's see if I'm still in ketosis. I am not expecting it to be. I had about 11 carbs at my dinner, or so my fitness pal said. So that might have just alone pulled me out, but then I'm fasted at this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I got pretty much nothing, maybe traces, but it's less than traces. So I am no longer in ketosis. It lasted, I would say, somewhere between 8 hours and now. So probably you got a good 10 hours out of this. And then after that, you're back into having to stay super low carb and maybe having to re-up your dose. But the point is, I have not felt bad yet at all. So I do believe that this is something that can definitely put you into transition, but it definitely lasts longer than 2 or 3 hours, like a lot of people say. So that's the good thing. Now I need to do some fasted cardio in the pool, which I'm not thrilled about, but I'm excited to try it with this bad boy here. So I'm gonna mix that up and get going. Thank you. Come on now. Oh man, I'm thirsty. I can feel it going through my body right now. It's the same as like when you drink water and you're totally thirsty. All right, time for me to get my suit on. Woo! All right, it's a beautiful morning here in Texas, watching the sun come up. So here's the story. That was a really good swim, given that it was at like 5:30 a.m. I no crash, no bonk, and I've only been running on 12 carbs in the last 12 hours. Now I know for a lot of people who've been like low carb keto for a long time, that's nothing, but for me that's a big thing because I definitely needed something. I needed either a shitload of sugar or I needed, I guess, these BHB salts. It felt really good. I had another weird moment. 50 minutes into the swim or so, and this is right where I'm ending the main set, kind of about to transition into the cool down mode. The bubbles in the water started like happening in slow motion, and it's just like, again, it was just a weird kind of brain thing where I just started noticing all the bubbles and everything, and so it was just an interesting situation. I think like we talk about nootropics a lot and, all these cognitive enhancers. I think keto dieters kind of got a little trick up their sleeve too. And I'm just like getting a small glimpse of it. So after I'm done with this whole experiment, I'm probably going to go on a keto diet because I like this. And I think this is kind of what I needed to get over the hump, was something that you could train with when you're in low carb mode, but you need to go more than 35, 45 minutes. And so, no problems with me here today. I'm gonna keep at it, but overall, I'm really happy with this so far. Now, I was very thirsty. I get like that sometimes with the water in the pool too. And, water, I had like 32-ounce thing of water. My mouth is still dry. And so it happens a lot in the pool for me, but I think the sodium in here is definitely doing that as well. And so I would have loved to have some amino acids or something, but I know that that would ruin the experiment a little bit. Anyway, overall, Giant Keto is doing me really well. I'm excited, and I'm gonna keep at this. This is this is something that I think even if you are not a keto dieter, endurance athletes might really like this. I'm on board with that after just one try, of course. But we're going to keep at it, and I'll come back. 8:15 a.m. and I'm gonna be checking my blood work, getting a little bit of a late start, but I am fasted right now. Blood glucose test for my Precision Extra. Got the lancet to stab myself with. Let's get some blood flowing here. Try it on the side of my middle finger here. Blood glucose at 80. This one takes a bit longer to get going. Got my blood ready to go. For my Precision Extra, kept it very high in fat, 0.2. Well, I'm in no man's land right now, so I have like no carbs in me and no ketones in me. At this point, what I think I want to do is try out a full scoop of Giant Keto and see if that gets me into a keto-based range, and then I can either train or just get on with my day and feel the energy, help me get into that transition state, because I'm clearly not there. All right, I have a 28-gram scoop of Giant Keto. I'm not gonna drink anything besides water after this. As you can tell, I'm thirsty. It's got that raspberry lemonade stevia taste. It's pretty good. One of my favorite stevia-based supplements. Especially because I hear these things are pretty nasty on their own. So that's a whole scoop. I'll be back in 45 minutes for a test. All right, it's been 45 minutes. I already got my blood going. I will tell you that I drank like barely any water. I've kind of just got sucked into work, but this stuff definitely gave me some energy. I still want my caffeine, which I haven't had yet today, but definitely got a jolt out of this. So let's get this blood glucose. I started at 80, remember? So let's get that a shot. I already got my blood going. Not sure what should happen here. Maybe go down a little bit. 94 went up a little bit. I think it's just fluctuating over time because I've seen both happen before and after. Now let's see what the ketones are. This is the moment of truth. That I drank this stuff definitely gave me some energy. 0.6, much better. Didn't get me into full ketosis though. I'm not over 1.0, but that's a significant change, and I think it gave me a little bit of something to work off of energy wise. Although I definitely do want to go eat and have my coffee now. Pretty cool changes. Well, I'd like to see how long this sticks for, but clearly I'm in transition phase still, and I need to keep at it with this diet. Keep anything that's gonna spike the glucose, whether it's too many carbs or too much protein. I gotta keep that down to get the glucose down and the ketones up. But that's pretty cool to watch it shift from 0.2 to 0.6. Awesome. What's up, everyone? It's Mike. Way early in the morning, 5 a.m. I'm about to do some fasted training. I'm pretty hungry right now, but the whole point is I want to see how well I perform in the pool when I got nothing in my stomach but these BHB salts and everything else that comes in the Giant Keto. So we're gonna do a little bit of a blood test to see where I'm at, because I've been working pretty hard at getting into keto mode, but it's been more challenging than I thought. Coming actually from the bathroom here, trying to not be too loud. So to get started, let me draw some blood, get that going, and that's happening immediately. We'll start with a blood sugar monitor. Here's got my blue strip right here. I'm pretty hungry right now, but the whole point is I want to see how. 97, man, my blood sugar's been higher than I wanted lately. I'm not figuring out what I've been doing wrong. Pool when I know I'm not going to be in like true therapeutic ketosis, but this is my before supplement test. Now, last time I did this, the Giant Keto took me from 0.2 to 0.6 millimoles blood ketones. And I wasn't acting that excited. I was a little bit tired, but the fact is that 0.5 is actually ketosis. I'm hoping to get above 1.0 at some point. but 0.6 is an awesome thing. So it put me there. And okay, I'm starting at 0.5. So I'm already, this is a couple days after that last test. So I'm slowly, like this is like just the borderline of meh kind of ketosis, you know? So I'm there and I'm working on ketones, but for like something like a fasted swim and a long course pool, I'm definitely going to want more energy than just what I got. Otherwise I'm going to bonk for like 35, 40 minutes in. And, and so that's why I'm going to be taking the giant keto here. It comes in the giant keto. So, so we're going to do a little bit of we're going to do a blood test to see where I'm at, because I've been working pretty hard at getting into keto mode, but it's been more challenging than I thought. With the phone, you hear it. It goes down pretty quick. And there's your giant keto drink. It's got some amino acids that sit on top of all that. Get that going. And then I'm just gonna drink water during the workout. And we'll see if I can get over 0.5 ketones. I'm gonna use a lot of it during my swim is the whole point. And I'm not gonna get out like 45 minutes in the swim. This is an hour-long workout. So I'll be back in like 75 minutes, and my carbs will be about 80 minutes later. We'll see where I'm at. I'm hoping to be above 0.5 though. That's the whole point, is I'm gonna keep trying to drive into ketosis, and these supplements help me, and then I'm getting to the point where I'm like above the hump in terms of like tiredness and energy and everything. But these are nice to take for training, in my opinion, once you're kind of over the hump. But I still want to get over 1.0 for my blood ketone levels, and obviously I need to get my blood sugar down. So I'm gonna look at that. But you know, that's about me. More about the supplements, that I love training with this stuff when I'm like got no carbs in me. I haven't had carbs for days. So so that's it for now. I'll be back afterwards. We're going long course today. That is a long ass way. All right, post swimming, watching the sun coming up over here. Beautiful day in Texas. This stuff's a lifesaver. If you're doing fasted training, switching into keto mode like I am, I'm sold. It's just like the swims are so much better. I might as well have had carbs, except for I haven't had more than like 20 carbs in the last 5 days. And that just kind of goes to show like the shift of energy I'm having. But this is like a swimming long course. It's like the 50-meter long pools and everything, and that it sucks. And so I didn't crash or anything though. Really, the worst part for me was that I did chest yesterday, and load that up. I did chest yesterday, so that was like the hardest thing for me. So let's get my post swim blood test going. I have a feeling my glucose is gonna be all over the map here. I gotta figure out what's going on with that, but then we'll be most interested in the ketone action. All right. So this is glucose. I was at like 97 or something beforehand. I'm guessing it'd be like, oh, 77. This stuff dropped me big time. All right, cool. Not sure if that's like from the swim or from the giant keto, but that's more of what I want for my blood glucose at this point. I know like people who are in hardcore ketosis, they go like way down into the therapeutic like 50s or whatever. All right, now for the moment of truth. Let's see how we do. If I have any ketones left in my blood after that swim, like I am, I'm sold. It's just like, now we start at 0.5, which is like bare minimum ketosis. Let's see how this thing works out. Yep, 0.6. This is kind of what I've noticed after my swims. I take the giant keto, I feel good, and then my keto numbers after like 90 minutes kind of, I use it up. But what I've noticed is that if I don't do anything and just sit there, and then 45 minutes later after taking giant keto, my blood ketones go up way more, like 0.4, 0.5, 0.4 as we saw in the video. So it goes to show that it works, but it's fuel and it gets used up. So I am barely in ketosis, but I'm kind of back to square one in terms of I need to eat right, and I shouldn't be taking any carbs or anything if I want to, stay in this mode and get to that 1.0 level. Either way, I think I need to put together all these videos and everything, but as someone who's always been very pro low carb, but I've struggled with crashing and bonking, and I've had a few like kind of scary moments. I don't have those anymore with this, and now that I'm more into getting into the ketosis, I think I'm gonna be able to stay away from that. Maybe even go into like half a scoop. And so there's certain strategies you can use with this stuff, like a half scoop before bed, which I have not been doing because I want my morning keto levels to be like normal. I guess my whole review is the people that this is for is if you're A, transitioning into ketosis, B, you're already in ketosis and you want to have a good training session, or C, if you are doing workouts that are like longer than 90 minutes and you think you're gonna, you're depleting your glycogen stores, I think at that 90-minute mark, maybe like the 75-minute mark to get them in there, that's where you might be able to get some extra performance. So like long distance, like marathoners or triathletes, or maybe even like if you're playing like a football game or something and you want to take these in the third quarter or at halftime, that might be beneficial, at least worth exploring. But for regular Joes who already have like plenty of carbs, you're doing 60-minute workouts, I don't think that you need to be taking this stuff, although there are some really good amino acids. You do have the selenium in here, you do have vitamin D in this supplement, so it is good. But overall, for the people who want to be looking into these keto supplements, and Giant Sports currently has what I think is the best value and the most loaded one there is, without a doubt. If you want to be looking at these keto supplements, I think you're better off if you're in one of those three situations where you're like low carb, keto, paleo, want to have a good workout, or you're doing crazy long workouts. But yeah, for the regular Joe who's eating like his 200 grams of carbs a day, I think your body's going to prefer the carbs even if you drank the ketos. So there's a limited niche for this, but for those who are in that low carb mode, I couldn't say enough good things about it. Anyway, Mike with PricePlow.com. You can check out PricePlow.com/giant-sports and compare prices on this stuff. I am sold. I'm going to keep using these, but I'm also going to compare to the other ones and see if those change my keto levels any better than 0.4 or 0.5 at rest. And once I get over 1.0, we're going to have some fun with this. We're going to see what else happens with my ketone levels. So stay tuned and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. All right, I'm back for the one last final part of this review, which is most likely going to be the most controversial part and the part that I'm kind of dreading the most because I'm finally getting into a decent bit of ketosis. And now the whole challenge is to see if Giant Keto can save me from a carb cheat meal. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a standardized 75 grams worth of carbs from none other than Redcon One's MRE. You can check out a review on that. This is an awesome product, blueberry cobbler flavor. It's 525 calories. I'm gonna weigh it out, and then I'm gonna take my blood, eat, drink this simulated cheat meal, and then wait 45 minutes. Take my blood again, and then at that moment take the Giant Keto, and then after that wait another 45 minutes and see where my ketone levels are, see where my blood sugar's at, and see what happens over the course of time. I'm kind of honestly dreading this because I've been kind of working hard and getting into keto, and I don't want to bomb it. But this is going to simulate, what happens is if you go to a birthday party or something and you eat a piece of cake and you're on the keto diet, and you're like, oh my God, that was 75 grams of carbs. That's obviously going to take you out of keto. Can this make the save? So let's find out. It's about noon right now, and I haven't had a meal since breakfast, so I'm really pretty hungry, and get my blood going here because I'm finally getting into a decent bit of ketosis, and blood sugar is 78. All right, I haven't moved much. That's good because I didn't have that many carbs from breakfast from the last time you saw me. Now it's time to see what my keto levels are at, to see if Giant Keto can. I'm using quite a few of these strips for this experiment, like $30 worth of them. But this is fun. This is going to be worth it because I really want to see if this can make the save. Whoa, 1.1. I've never had anything even remotely close to that. Wow. Okay, I'm in ketosis. This is awesome. You know what? This could be delayed from the Giant Keto I took this morning with the fasted training. I've only had some ground beef. Basically, I made a meat sub, ground beef, cheese, and sauce. I'll get a recipe on that on the channel eventually, but holy shit, I've never seen anything over 0.6. So this is cool. I'm on my way. And now I'm going to go and blow it with some Redcon MRE. And please, hopefully, I'm going to stay over like 0.6 or something with the Giant Keto afterwards. We're going to have to see what happens here. I'm going to take a standardized 75 grams worth of carbs from none other than Redcon. There we go. 130 grams of Redcon 1 MRE. We'll have some video editing to do here to make this fast. I'm looking forward to getting my sugar on, but I'll be honest. Oh man, I just scored 1.1 with the blood ketone level, so this stuff's working. Something happened between this morning and that last test. Wow. Okay. That was from the same batch of test as well. So here we go. Bottoms up. Dude, this blueberry cobbler flavor is just so good. I know this is a giant keto review, but if you're just a carber watching this stuff's great. I'm kind of worried. I mean, what I'm doing is this is a total keto diet sin, and I'm not like one of you people who've been keto dieting for years, but this is just wrong. I'm just eating oats. This has got oats, yams, sweet potato, and then the protein sources come from like the real foods. They have like salmon protein in here, beef protein. A cheat meal, and then wait 45 minutes. So just like imagine this is you screwing up, and your buddy ordered you're at a party, your buddy orders some pizzas, and you're in keto diet mode, and you're like you just broke. Now the question is, you got like 45 minutes to rush home and get your BHB salts on. Can they save you? Can they keep you in ketosis? Or you're going to have to go through the whole brain fog thing and everything. Man, this stuff's delicious. Giant Sports said, hey, when you do this experiment, eat some pizza or something simple. I'm like, honestly, I'd rather have this. Especially because I had pizza already this morning, and that's in my opinion, better. All right, so I will be back in about 45 minutes, maybe 42 minutes. I'm going to do my blood measurements. Expect my blood sugars to be quite high, over 78 was it? And ketones, I'm guessing they're going to go down. I'm not really sure. And then we're going to see if we can kind of level it off or keep it high. But I would just hit 1.1, and I'm going to be sad to see that go away. So I really hope this works out. I'm a little bit worried that it's not going to work. And I'm finally like getting into ketosis, and here we go, eating 75 grams of carbs. But that's part of the experiment. We're going to do it with all the different supplements, but Giant Keto's got the most BHB salts. So they're the ones that they're thinking they're the most confident. We're going to find out. I'll be back. All right, it's been nearly 45 minutes. I don't know what my blood sugar is going to be, but I will tell you that I am feeling like I should be like running a marathon right now. As much as I do love low carb dieting, I know that if I were in a competition, I definitely want to carb up and then just deal with the consequences. Anyway, that's not today. Today, we are going to check the blood sugar and the ketone level again, and we are going to find out if Giant Keto can make the save. All right, so I already have the scoop teared out and everything. I'll show you that in a second. Let's get if you heard that sound, that was me doing the 800th prick of my finger today, and we are not done yet. I'll tell you that I am feeling like I should be 185 red con 1 MRE, bringing in the blood sugar. That's cool. I haven't ever seen it that high, but I've only been doing this, like trying to keep it low, so that's funny to me. All right. How much did that screw up my ketones? As much as I do love low carb dieting, I know that if I were, come on now, 1.4. I don't know what's going on right now, to be honest. I think that it's been 7 hours since I've taken my first. It's been 8 hours since I've taken my first scoop of Giant Keto, and I'm wondering if there's a big delayed effect because the stuff's like still in me. I'm not sure what's going on right now. That there is my Giant Keto, 1 scoop, another 14 grams of BHB salts pretty much. We are going to check the blood sugar. I'm going to come back in 45 minutes and we'll see where I'm at. But I think what I'm going to have to do is also just go back to regular low carb dieting. And then in like this evening, let's say in another 8 hours, let's see what happens. That's really what's important. It's not like what's happening every 45 minutes. Or is my body going to maintain ketosis and keep working off of the fats and not try to beg for those carbs, because those carbs ain't coming back. Not until I do not until I do the experiment the next time, at least. All right, so you can just pretend that, I just came back from a pizza party where I cheated on my diet and need to get it back. Man, took a swig down the wrong pipe there. All right, Giant Keto. Done. I will see you in 45 minutes. But more importantly, 4 to 8 hours later, we're going to see where I really end up. And that's going to be the final part. But clearly my ketone levels are still going up despite having all those carbs in me. You saw the blood sugar though. Whoa. All right, last test after the giant keto, which I took 45 minutes ago. I'm back. Here's a story. I've been bouncing off the walls. The carbs and BHB together, like holy crap. If you want a stim-free pre-workout, this is something. I was obviously very low carb beforehand, but I had to just start working out over here. I've just been doing some like curls and squats and stuff because I've been bouncing off the walls and I couldn't get any work done. I'm sold. I know that the haters are gonna hate. But there is definitely something to be said for mixing these with carbohydrates. The carbs will get used first, but the BHB salts will be there to carry you once you crash or bonk after that. So if it's a long workout, I'm absolutely sold on this stuff. I'm like, I don't even know what to do with myself right now. So anyway, let's see where I'm at. I'm assuming my blood sugar is still going to be pretty high because just the way I'm feeling right now. The carbs and BHB together, like holy crap. Oh wow, holy crap. All right, I'm back to almost normal there. Okay, maybe I burnt off some of that sugar after all, or maybe the giant keto is really doing it. Either way, I don't regret messing up the experiment by training a little bit. I mean, I felt like I took stimulants and I didn't. So let's do the moment of truth. Let's make sure my ketone levels are up. I was at 1.4 before. And we're going to need to do one more test after this, like 8 hours later, because this stuff's lasting way longer than I expected. A lot of people are non-believers. I am no longer one of them. Obviously, very low carb beforehand, but I'm sold on this in terms of certain demographics taking this. Oh, I'm down to 0.7. All right. We're going to have to keep doing this test. I'm going to come back later on the day without eating any more carbs, no more giant keto, just get back to normal and see where I'm at. I'm probably going to do a little bit more training and then calm down and get some work done. But you can see I'm definitely fluctuating. I'm still technically in ketosis and technically I'm still in save mode. But if those carbs are still acting, and if they're still pulling down my keto levels, then I might get pulled out of ketosis. But 75 grams of carbs is a lot, and I think a better cheat meal would have been 50 grams of carbs for someone like me. But anyway, I'm still technically in ketosis, but definitely not as crazy as it was. So my body is like fighting all the crap I'm doing right now, and I think it's responding kind of as expected. Anyway, I'll be back for one last test about 7 hours from now, and we will see what happens around 8 hours after you do all the cheating and then giant keto BHB supplementation. See where you end up totally. See you then. All right, final video for this whole segment. It's been 7.5 hours since the whole Redcon 1 MRE blood sugar spike. So about 6.75 hours since I've taken the giant keto. Where is my blood right now? Am I still in ketosis, or did the Redcon 1 MRE overall override it because it's a slow digesting carbohydrate source? Let's find out right now. I will say this, I had a ton of energy and then I crashed like a mofo. I fell asleep for like 2 hours and didn't get any work done, and then had to go back to working late now and still not done. So that's why I just don't like the whole carb spike and crash kind of thing. With keto, I started getting more stable, and so I'm going to be sticking with this low carb keto thing for a lot longer. Anyway, let's figure out where we're at. So blood sugar, where's my stabber? It's been 7.5 hours since the whole blood sugar levels. I've only eaten since then like a bunch of nuts, like 400 calories worth of them, due for a meal. But so we ended up at like 106 maybe. I haven't had many carbs since then. But 82. All right, I'm like back to normal here with the blood sugar. Now, where does the keto end up? Did this ultimately save me? Am I going to go into the night and into bed in ketosis? Or did that Redcon 1 MRE screw me up? So about 6.75 hours since I've taken the I'm thinking I'll be above 0.5. We will see. 0.9. All right. Wow. All right. Honestly, I am surprised. I know Bruce Nell and Giant Sports are saying, hey, take 75 carbs and giant keto will keep you there. Okay, I knew maybe that'd be a little trick doing it short term, but I never told them I was going to do this 7 to 8 hours later. And being that, with the oats and the yams and the sweet potato and the MRE drink are slow digesting, I was wondering if those carbs are going to keep coming. Turns out that this is legit. I know I don't have like a timestamp or a nuclear clock on the wall or anything, but I'm not messing around. You can see the sun's going down. I've been at this like all day messing around, and overall, it made the save. I'm still in ketosis, nearly in a therapeutic style of ketosis, but not exactly just there yet. I will get there. I'm impressed. This stuff lasts longer than anyone realizes, and I have a feeling that I wasn't getting the full effects because I was taking it 15 minutes before the swim. If anything, I might want to take it even earlier, like right immediately when waking up, and then go get ready and do the swim. You know, you'd have to wake up pretty early for that 5:30 a.m. swim. But anyway, point is, this stuff is showing to be working, and not just in the short term. I really think it can get you over the hump. I haven't yet taken it before bed. People are saying you sleep better with it. I think I can dial it down and use half scoop and everything. But if I screwed up and ate a bunch of pizza, or didn't screw up, but you could plan this maybe. I see that this can work, but you got to get that in there soon enough. You're doing a fast-acting carb. If you ate a bunch of candy and you screw up your keto, you got to get this in fast. If you have a slower complex carb, such as the oat and sweet potato, then you have 30, 45 minutes to get the giant keto inside. So overall, phenomenal review. I'm blown away, and now we're gonna have to test all the competitor supplements, even the ones with closed formulas, to see if they stack up. But right now, this is the biggest formula. This is the best deal, and I'm absolutely sold. So bring on the hate. I'm gonna keep doing this, and we're gonna have some fun with this because I'm getting to the level where I can get comfortable, and we're gonna be testing some other stuff. So stay tuned. Thank you to Giant Sports for providing some of this, but I ended up having to buy a whole lot of these ketone testers and the strips and everything because I wanted to do this right, and hopefully you see that this is definitely happening. So thanks. I'll talk to you later. So, do I have a garbage can here? I'm just holding my pee right now. All right, so let's go on to the next part of the review. Let me throw this urine out because I'm about to be busting out the supplement. And where's that stick? Oh, I might not edit this part out. I need one of those like biological waste buckets here.